there's gonna be 4 things, technically 3, and we're gonna do each one for 20 seconds each. So they're gonna go by quickly. So I'll just show you them all beforehand and we'll hop in. So for the first 20 seconds, I'm gonna do what's called a donkey kick on one side. So I'm just starting in this kind of tabletop position, and then I'm gonna send one leg back, just like that. So I'm squeezing my glute and popping my leg up, and then returning to that tabletop position. So we'll go for 20 seconds on one side, and then we'll go for 20 seconds on the other side. Just really focusing on squeezing that glute as we bring our leg up. Then we'll do 20 seconds of air squats. So we're just squatting down, coming back up, just getting as low as we can, just like that. And the third thing will be a good morning, just a body weight good morning. So there's a couple different ways to do that. First one, I'm just gonna have my arms kind of down at my sides or whatever's comfortable. I find I for whatever reason, I touch the bottom of my sternum while I do these. But feet are gonna be just under my hips, little bit of a bend in my knees, and then I'm gonna send my butt back, my chest comes down, and then I come back up. So I'm just going until I feel a stretch in my hamstrings, and then I'm gonna come back up. So I can make these a little tougher, first by putting my arms out at my sides. Now I've got the weight of my arms to bring back up, and then I can make them even a little bit harder by just coming overhead with my arms, just like that. So you can mess around with each one, see what you like most. It's just a warm up. We just want to warm our legs up a little bit. So if one is too hard, go back down. So I'm going to start the clock. We're starting with donkey kicks in 10 seconds, and then we'll move to the other side after 20 seconds. So let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whatever pace feels good. Just want to warm up our glutes a little bit. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now donkey kicks on the other side. Three, 2, 1. Let's go into squats. Three, 2, 1, and good mornings. Ten seconds, we're going back to donkey kicks. 3, 2, 1, back to donkey kicks. I don't know if I mentioned it, we're gonna do 4 rounds. So we're on round number 2. Three, 2, 1. Switch to sides. Great job, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Let's squat. Three, 2, 1. Good mornings. And back to donkey kicks. It's working, I'm getting warm. 2 more rounds. 3, 2, 1. Switch it sides. 3, 2, 1. Squats. Three, two, one. Good mornings. Two, one. All right, one more time through donkey kicks. Three, two, one. Switch it sides. Three, two, one. Let's squat. Three, two, one. One more set of good mornings. Three, two, one. Rest. Nice job, everyone. I'm nice and warm. Okay, today for strength, we're gonna do 5 sets, 3 movements. It's gonna be 15 glute bridges, 12 of what's called a flamingo kick on each side, and then 10 sumo squats. So today is kind of a glute heavy day. So the glute bridge, the flamingo kick, and the sumo squat. Let's talk about each one. For the glute bridge, I'm gonna start on my back, on the ground, feet are flat, and then I wanna bring my heels in as much as I can. Then I'm gonna press into the ground and open my hips up as far as I can. So I'm squeezing my glutes to open my hips, and then I come up like that. So if you want to add weight, if you have some sort of weighted object, you just place it kind of on your hips, wherever it's comfortable, and then you just have to hold it in place. But it's going to be lifted by the motion of opening your hips. So that is the glute bridge. Each set will start with 15 of those. Then we've got the flamingo kick, which is very similar to the donkey kick we did in the warm-up. The idea here is I'm gonna get as far bent over as I can. Everyone will be different. And once I'm there, I'm gonna take my straight leg and swing back like that. So you might have to be a little more upright. Yours might look like that, or maybe you can get super bent over, swing like that. If using a wall is helpful, I recommend it. There's nothing, like balance is not an intended part of this. So if you need a wall to keep you nice and balanced, that's all good. Feel free to use one, or like a chair, or whatever you've got. But I just want to get as bent over as I can, and then keeping a straight leg, I'm going to squeeze my glute and send my leg back. So we'll do 12 on one leg, and then immediately into 12 on the other. that is the Flamingo Kick. And then the Sumo Squat. So for a Sumo Squat, I'm gonna start with a wide stance, much wider than I would normally squat with. And then my toes are gonna be pointed out, usually about 45 degrees for most people. And then I'm gonna squat down as low as I can. You'll see in this bottom position, my shins are straight up and down. And from there, I can stand up and lock my knees out. Just like that. So if you want to add weight, you can hold it however is comfortable. I just like down in my hands like that. And I'm thinking about squeezing my glutes at the top, locking my knees out, and trying to stay as upright as I can. Let's try if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have. Cool. Looks great. So we'll end with 10 sumo squats, and then we'll rest, and we'll do 5 sets. So 15 glute bridges, 12 of the flamingo kick on each side, 10 sumo squats, a little bit of rest. And for the glute bridges and sumo squats, if you want to add weight in some way, you can, but you certainly don't need to. So, does anyone have any questions so far? Okay. I'm just going to start a clock just to track our rest. I will be counting for myself, but if it doesn't match your pace, feel free to not line up with my pace. That's okay. All right. Going in 3, 2, 1, starting with glute bridges. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Now flamingo kicks, different animal. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and sumo squats, 10 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, nice job. We'll rest. We'll start with a minute of rest. See how it goes. So we'll hang out until the clock says 2:45. Grace, to answer your question, yes. We want it to be like as much like your normal squat as possible. The foot placement is just going to be different. So, awesome. Okay, fitness friends, are we ready for set number 2? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, starting with glute bridges. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Next to done, Flamingo Kicks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew, feeling the burn with those. Sumo squats are next. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work, everyone. We'll rest another minute. Maybe when the clock says 5:50. 2 down, 3 to go. Twenty more seconds. All right, set number 3. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, glute bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Flamingo kicks. Here we go. Side 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sumo squats. Doing great, everyone. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 3 down, 2 to go. We'll rest till 8:50 on the clock. 20 seconds. All right, 5 seconds. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, glute bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Flamingo kicks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sumo squats. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll rest till the clock says 12:05. One more set. Nicely done, everyone. Twenty seconds. All right, last set. Oh, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Glute bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Flamingo kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sumo squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work, everyone. Okay, so for the last part today, it's going to be 11 minutes long. And there's going to be 3 movements. And we're just going to cycle through those 3 things for 11 minutes, as many times as you can. So those 3 movements are 10 push-ups, 12 deadlifts, and 14 bent over rows. So for this workout, ideally, you're going to have something you can hold on to, either in one hand or in 2 hands. So I'll demonstrate with a dumbbell, but you don't need like an actual dumbbell. I can even use this foam roller here. So I'll demonstrate with a few different objects, but as long as you can hold it in your hand, you can use it for this workout. So let's talk about the first movement, the push-up. So if I'm going to do push-ups to the ground, I want to be sure that I'm going all the way to the ground, and my body is staying rigid the whole way. So at no point are like my hips sagging like that, or I'm kind of snaking up out of it. My whole body is kind of moving as one unit the whole time. So if I can't get all the way down, then I'm going to scale. There's a couple different ways to scale. First one is by doing it from your knees. Kind of shortens your levers, so it makes it a little bit easier. An even better way to scale, if you have something available, is to elevate your hands on, let's say, a couch or the back of a chair. I've got this box here. So what I'm going to do is put my hands on the box, and now I can do my push-up from here, but instead of trying to come to the ground, I'm coming to this box. So the higher I elevate my hands, the easier it's going to become for me. So, and that might change as the workout goes on. In my case, I would just flip the box up, make it a little bit higher. Or if I were at home, I'd maybe find a higher way to elevate my hands, even all the way up to doing it to a wall. So now I can come all the way to the wall and back up. So the wall is an option too, if needed. Let's try a couple push-ups, however we want to do them in the workout, if you haven't already. If you have, that's all good. Nice. Awesome. All right. Second movement is 12 deadlifts. So for a lot of you, you're just going to start this movement below the knee. If you have an object that can touch the ground, you could do it that way. So this dumbbell, if I put it on its side, it touches the ground. I could do it that way, but I'm just sending my hips back. My chest comes down, very similar to when we did the good mornings in the warm-up. And then I'm going to stand up with this weight, just like that. So if you have something that can't touch the ground, we'll just start each rep below your knee. But I'm hinging at the hip, sending my butt back, chest down. Once it gets below my knee, I can stand up. I'm going to squeeze my glutes at the top, and then I can start my next rep. So again, let's try a few if you haven't already. Sandbag works. I said I demonstrated the foam roller. So if I want to use the foam roller, I can just grab it on either side, hinging at the hip. And the nice thing about working out in front of a camera is you can see if you're in a good position. So if I look over and my deadlift looks like this, I'm gonna wanna change some stuff. Sometimes it's nice to have a little visual. Last thing is the bent over row. So it's gonna be 14 reps. If you're doing a two-hand version, I'll demonstrate with this foam roller. You can just do 14 altogether. If you're doing a single hand version, which I'll show you as well, you can do 7 on each side. So for the bent over row, I want to get into that hinged position. And now I'm just going to pull my weight up to my chest. So if I've got the foam roller, I'm just pulling it, bringing my elbows as high as I can. Single arm version would be getting into that hinged position and then pulling the weight up. I can split between sides. Looks good. And then one thing I want to throw out there, if you feel like doing the bent over row puts a great amount of tension or creates a big burn in your lower back, then we can modify it a little bit. So instead of feet together and hinging like that, I can take a step in this split stance and then hinge there. So if I'm doing them there, looks like that. Tends to be something about that split position. It's a little less tension on the low back. So feel free to keep that in your back pocket if you need to. So quick recap. Jen, did you have a question?
I did about weights.
Yes.
How much are you deadlifting?
I have a 50-pound dumbbell. I'll probably use that.
And then how much are you bent over rowing?
Same.
Okay.
I feel like for this workout, something that ideally the weight is something where you just keep moving through everything. I think like for me, for example, I know the push-ups are going to be the tough part for me. But we want something where like we don't have to, like if I had to put this down like twice for my deadlifts, I would know that's probably too heavy.
I think I'm going to go up in weights. We'll see how this.
Cool. You can always go back down. So why not try? Okay. Quick recap. 11 minutes will be on the clock. We're going to do 10 push-ups, 12 deadlifts, 14 bent over rows, and we'll just cycle through those movements for 11 minutes. Are there any questions? Thank you, Megan. 10 push-ups, 12 deadlifts, 14 bent over rows. Nice. Okay, I think we're ready. Starting in 10 seconds. Find a pace that feels good. Starts with 10 push-ups. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Woo! Off to a great start. Looks good, everyone. Great work, everyone. Chipping away. It's getting tough. Doing great. Hitting that halfway point. Five minutes left. There you go. Awesome work. 2 more minutes. We're getting there. There you go. Keep on moving. We've got 1 more minute. There you go. 30 seconds. Nice job, everyone. Home stretch, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice job. All right, we'll do a little stretch here. Today we're gonna do double pigeon. So, for this, it's almost like I'm gonna cross my legs, but instead of crossing them, I'm gonna stack them just like this. So you'll notice I've got a big gap between my knee and my foot here. I don't think I'm alone. So my goal here as I stretch is to sit nice and upright, breathing deep the whole time, and I'm just gonna apply a gentle downward suggestion onto that knee, kind of externally rotating my hip. Shouldn't be painful or anything like that, but I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on that knee, trying to close this gap between my knee and my foot. And we're gonna hang out for about 30 more seconds, and then we'll switch sides. Breathing the whole time. All right, let's switch sides gently. Feel like me, one side is way tighter than the other. About 30 more seconds. Great job, everyone.